Hey you guys, come Saturday. Today's video we're looking at the concept of compression and expansion, okay? And what this has to do with making your martial techniques actually work, all right? This is the, well, if you want to call it a secret, okay, I guess this is the key to being able to generate power, and also it helps with your balance too. If you compress, you have a stable, strong position to push off of, and then you will push off with control, with power, and with balance too. All right. Hopefully, unless you don't have any control. Okay. All right. But that naturally comes with practice. Okay. So oftentimes, whenever something doesn't work, I said it before. Okay. Whenever something doesn't work, it's because something fundamental is off. People often look at the small details. What position is my exact position is my hand in, or whatever. Okay, that really isn't the key to the whole thing. Okay, the whole thing is about are you balanced, are you rooted, do you have control, are you centered? Okay, these are really the things, are things like even having your hands down. I've seen so many times that people simply have their hands down and then they get knocked out because their hands are down here. Well, I don't know what you expect to happen when your hands are down here. Okay. Right. So when you're looking at these things, you have a few drills that you want to work on. Okay. Oh, someone's chopstick. Okay. Okay. Oh, I mean, you want to come through? No problem. Okay. So a couple of drills. One is the shifting, which we covered before. Okay. So here we go. So one. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this kind of helps you. You're shifting weight from side to side. So I'm compressing on this leg, and I expand on the other side. Compressing. Each time I do this, I'm shifting on one side. Like I'm loading my weight on one side. Very important when you do this. Don't do this. You don't swing way out, okay? You want to stay in center, but I'm still compressing and expanding, okay? This is a smaller expression, but still, it's the same idea, right? Compression, expansion, okay? Next one is, we call there's the forward and backward step, okay? Now again, really emphasize it, okay? Sink on this leg and shoot forward. Sink on this leg, shoot back. Shoot forward, shoot back, shoot forward, shoot back, shoot forward, shoot back, okay? Okay, really emphasize that, okay? You can do that 100 times or whatever you want to do, okay? I'm in the soccer field here. My soccer playing buddy over there just came in too. So we do our drills along the field here. I go up and down the whole length of this field here, okay? Doing these drills or footwork drills like this episode. Forward, backwards, compress, expand. So see, I'm sinking the weight, sinking, shoot forward, sinking, shoot forward. But when you do this, make sure you're always on center. Okay, don't shoot forward and do this. Okay, make sure you're on centered, which means that in a practical term, in a practical sense, a bit more weight is on your back leg, okay? A bit more. No, we're not talking about this 80-20 nonsense or 90-10 nonsense, okay? All right, it's a bit more. We're not talking that much, okay? You're centered, all right? Okay. The way it was explained to me by Sifu Peter, it's a guy I used to train with at the Wing Chun school, was that he used to say to me that you want to pretend you have a pole going to the top of your head and then out through your asshole. Okay, that's the exact words he used to use with me, okay? Which is kind of funny when I heard it, but no, it actually is true. Okay, when you move around, you want to imagine there's this pole there going out through your asshole down to the ground, and that's what's balancing you, okay? And the next drill, after you've done that, I'm obviously do it on both sides. I'm only showing one side at the same time, okay? Next drill is the step through the Hyunma. Now, I've covered these before, but you have to remember that you will, even though I've covered these before, it doesn't mean you're done with it, okay? You have to do the same techniques over and over again, okay? I still learn things about these techniques, and I've been doing it for how many years now, okay? So here, next one is a triangle step. So I'm gonna step through, compress, and expand. Compress and expand. So the same idea, only I'm changing leads, see? So I start here, I compress this leg, and expand. Compress this leg, and expand. And again, really emphasize it, okay? Compress, expand. Compress, expand. Compress, expand. Okay? Okay, and there are applications for doing that too. I mean, if you're, you know, if you want to step in further to someone, okay, in various joint locking applications, okay, you want to really expand and you want to really come down and you want to break someone's arm or whatever, okay, that's the idea. All right, and you know, it's the same thing with kicks too. All right. Now, one of the most famous kickers ever was Bill Superfoot Wallace. All right, he used to compete in the full contact karate and kickboxing back in the 80s and 70s and things like that. Okay, he's got to be almost 80 by now. But he used to say, now one thing about him you might not know, did you know he couldn't kick with his right foot because he had a knee injury from judo? So all his kicking was done with his left leg only. All right, and he joked around and said that's why he's called Bill Superfoot and not Bill Superfeet Wallace. Okay, all right. So that's the thing. That's his little joke. Okay, but he would say that when you kick, you compress, and when you practice to kick high or whatever that you know the flexibility, you're not actually practicing to kick high. You're practicing to kick long. Okay, and he emphasized that. All right. So that's one thing, okay? So if you're doing a side kick, for example, all right, I am loading on this leg here, compressing, and that leg comes up like that. See, like it really, you know, I'm not trying to go high. I mean, you could do in training, but I'm trying to go long, I'm really going for someone's stomach here, right? So I'm doing that, compress, and boom, right? And that's a thing, right? You really compress and expand, okay? Compress and expand, and that's the idea. So it's the same thing, all right? So, so the major drills, okay, you have the shifting, okay, smallest expression. Then you have the half step, medium expression. And then you have a full triangle step, right, with a compression, large expression. And then if you want to, you can do the side kick as well, okay? But that's, it's not really the focus of this. It's just the concept of expanding and compressing, okay? And that's the thing, okay? And remember one more thing too, is that this concept of expanding and compressing, you know what? You understand it and do it every day, whether you realize it or not. Because when you're breathing, what are things happening? Expanding, compressing, right? You don't think about it, but you're doing it every day, okay? Usually the answer in any kind of martial art is usually a very simple one, all right? You know, you're not, like I said, you're not compressing enough, you're not rooted, you're not balanced, you don't have control. You know, that's it, okay? So work on the expansion, compression, work on these drills, okay? Religiously, do them a lot, okay? Because, you know, you do like, 10 reps a week, it's not gonna do much for you, okay? You need to do a lot of these. Like I said, I still, to this day, go along here, I go up and down doing this stuff, hundreds, thousands, I don't know how many times I've done it, okay? Tens of thousands, I have no idea, okay? But enough, all right? I'm still doing it, okay? Because you never master anything, you only improve, all right? And that's the mindset you need to have if you want to really excel in anything, all right? Okay, so that's the video. Any questions, as always, let me know, and I'll see you guys soon.